Hello guys, welcome back to another video of the Indian Value Investor. I am Surat Subramanian, your investment guru. So today's video is about another interesting and important topic in finance, and many people have been asking me for making a video on it, and it is about credit cards. We all have heard a lot about credit cards, and I have heard it firstly from my father when I started working for a company, and it was like this: "Hey, you should never use a credit card in your life." Likewise, many of my friends used to tell me positive sides of it, like you get a lot of reward points, you get a lot of bonus points, cashbacks, so many offers, so on and so forth. So to decide whether or not to have a credit card, we should understand what is a credit card. So without wasting much time, let's quickly get started with our today's video. Credit card is like a brother of our debit card. Now, debit card, as we all have seen, it is an ATM card that we use to withdraw money from our ATM. It basically gives us the money that we have deposited in the bank. We also use the card for purchasing in e-commerce websites and also for swiping in with this payment swiping machine. So just like a debit card gives you the money that you already have in your bank account. Just like that, the credit card gives you the money that you do not have. The word credit means a loan. It's basically a loan that the bank extends to you based on your credit history. Now, the moment we hear the word loan, we are reminded of something called interest. Whether there is any interest for using this credit card. The right away answer is a no, and the long answer is yes, because without any interest, what is the fun for the banks in extending you free credit? So let us see. For understanding about this interest, we need to first understand what is a billing cycle of a credit card. Billing cycle is a very important concept which I never understood in the beginning of my credit card usage. However, with time, I have understood what it is and how to use a credit card. So let's quickly understand what is a billing cycle with my own credit card, which is a HDFC credit card. So I'll be explaining what is a billing cycle with my credit card's billing cycle. My credit card gives me a bill on 18th of every month. So whatever I purchase before 18th, the bill will be generated on 18th of every month. So to understand this better, I am giving you a couple of examples. Suppose I make a purchase of a mobile phone that costs 10,000 rupees on 15th of January. As I told you, the bill will be generated on 18th of January. So this bill that is generated on 18th of January will contain all the purchases that I have made in the last 1 month, that is between December 18th and January 18th. So as I told you, let us assume that the only purchase that I have made is for that mobile phone that costs 10,000 rupees. So this 10,000 rupees will come under 18th January's bill, and this bill I have to pay before it is February 8th. Likewise, if I am making a purchase on 18th of January, that bill will be generated only on February 18th, and I get a span of 30 days plus the period within which I have to pay the money. So if I am buying a phone on 18th of January, that bill will be generated on February 18th, and this bill amount I will have to pay before March 8th. So in short, I get a rotation, I get a free interest-free period of close to 50 days for this 10,000 rupees mobile phone. Now, it looks very, very attractive. So to give you another instance, for example, if you're buying the same phone on January 17th, the bill will be generated the very next day, and the same money you have to pay before it is February 8th. So you get a rotation period of somewhere around 20 days to 50 days. Minimum, at least you get 20 days rotation period, interest-free rotation period, and to a maximum of 50 days depending upon when you're purchasing when you're making your purchases, depending upon your billing cycle. Having said that, there is a catch there is a catch that is there. Listen to this very carefully, because this catch is present in every single bill that a credit card company gives you. It tells you something called the minimum due amount. The moment we hear about this minimum due amount, we all think that that is the amount that we have to pay without any penalty. In fact, many credit card companies many credit card companies tells you that this minimum due amount you can pay without any penalty charges. But one thing you have to be very careful about is that once you pay that minimum due amount, what is this minimum due amount? First of all, minimum due amount is nothing but 5% of your total bill amount. Let's say, for example, like in my case, I have bought only one mobile. In my statement, only one mobile phone is there, and that costs 10,000 rupees. So the total bill amount is only 10,000 rupees. 5% of that is generally the minimum due amount. So what happens if you pay only the minimum due amount? Like the credit card companies advertise, there is no penalty. But the catch is that they put something called the finance charges. And these finance charges are humongous. They charge somewhere around 2 to 3%. The moment 2 to 3% as interest, the moment you hear 2 to 3%, you must be thinking, wait, this 2 to 3% is quite less. But this 2 to 3% is monthly interest and not annual interest. So if you calculate it on an annual basis, the interest becomes somewhere around 35 to 36%. So you can see that the interest charges which are mentioned as finance charges, which is very much on the higher side. So what happens if you do not pay this minimum due amount? Once you do not pay this minimum due amount, along with this finance charges is nothing but your interest payments. Along with this interest payment, you also incur something called the penalty. This penalty can be somewhere around 500 rupees to 1000 rupees per credit card bill. So if you do not pay this minimum due amount, you incur a penalty along with your finance charges of 2 to 3% monthly interest and GST. So this accumulates, and the compound effect will end up you in big trouble in a very short span of time. Another important aspect about credit cards is about withdrawal of cash. So if you ask me if you can withdraw cash from your credit card, the answer is yes. But on the other hand, if you're asking me, should you withdraw cash from your credit card, the answer is a big no. Here is why. If you withdraw cash from your credit card, there is something called the cash processing charges that is imposed upon your billing statement. The cash withdrawal charges is at least 500 rupees, and it varies from card to card, but in my understanding it is somewhere above 250 rupees for all your cash withdrawals. So once you withdraw cash, there is a minimum of 500 rupees or 5% of the withdrawal amount, whichever is higher. Now the moment you withdraw your cash, let's say that you have withdrawn an amount of 500 rupees, and for that 500 you have to pay 500 plus 500, which is 1000 rupees as the repayment amount, including this cash processing charges. So should you withdraw cash from your credit card? I guess you have got the answer. Now, having seen so much about credit cards, should we have credit cards? That is a big question that you'll have in your mind. My personal advice is that if you're somebody that can manage your money properly, if you can pay back the bills on time, in my case it's 8th of every month. So if I am somebody that can pay back all the entire bill amount every single month without any default, credit card is a way to go, because I get benefits from my reward points, I get benefits from the cashback that I get. I in fact get the interest from my savings bank also for using this credit card. But on the other hand, if you're somebody that is buying things on EMIs, or if you're somebody that is buying without having money in your pocket, and you're somebody that is very likely to default on the payments, there is a big no from the Indian value investor, and credit card is not for you. I can tell you one thing, I have been a very responsible credit card user for the last many years, and I have not incurred a single rupee as penalty or as any charges so far. On the screen, you can see my credit card payment history that I got from my CIBIL report. You can see that the report tells you the data for the last 3 years. So from October 2017, you can see that I have not defaulted on a single payment for the last 3 years. So my basic point is that if you are somebody that is responsibly using a credit card, yes, it can be beneficial to you. On the other hand, if you're not a very responsible person, this credit card can land you up in very big troubles. So from this video, I hope that you have got a fair basic idea as to what a credit card is and how to use it, and also how not to use it. So this is Suraj Subramanian signing off. Thanks for watching. Bye.